Andy Morgan with a 3-day total of 46 pounds, 12 ounces. You have 3 good ones in the bag. If you have number 4 and 5, let's see them together. A 5 bass limits for Brian Schmidt. 5 today. Woo! Looking for his first tour win. Here's what you need to dethrone Joshua Weaver of Macon, Georgia. You need 11 pounds and 15 ounces. Brian Schmidt, 5 today. Worth £14, 10 ounces. Your champion is Brian Schmidt of Deal, Maryland. Wow! Woo! 61 pounds and 6 ounces of Mississippi River bass in 4 days for the Maryland Pro. And to present the winning check, Evan Rude's own Krista Heigerken with $125,000.
Woo! Brian, congratulations on behalf of all 6,000 employees at BRP Evan Rude Tech Outboard Engines. This is why we build them. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Krista. Get that check up there. Brian Schmidt, Tour Champion, stop number 6 here on the Mississippi River. Awesome. And to present the winner's trophy. Let me tell you something, Brian. That money will spend, but this right here lasts forever, man. He said, that's what I want. So get that trophy up there. He is your champion, Brian Schmidt. $125,000 payday for the Maryland Pro. He best 160 pros for his first FLW Tour win. Getting it done and plenty of momentum going into the next one on the Potomac River. That is in your backyard, and you've got 3 coastal wins there, man. Congratulations. Let's talk to the camera. Tell us about what this win means to you. You got to be feeling good.
I'm feeling really good. I'm speechless right now. I don't want to sound like everybody's saying the same thing, but this is unbelievable. I've wanted it for a long time. My wife, I know you're watching. This means a lot, babe. Thank you for letting me come out here and do this. All right, and can't.
Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Coinger's Corner, brought to you by Olson Home Theater. I'm Russell Olson. Wasn't that awesome getting to see Brian Schmidt win that? Just anytime you get to go to one of the big BASS or FLW Tour events, it's just awesome. We'll come back to that in just a moment, but what we're going to start off with today is discussing a tournament I had a few weeks back on Fox Lake. And then in this episode's Frugal Muse Spotlight Bait, we'll be discussing the Chatterbait. As I was saying, to get things started here, I want to talk about a tournament I had on Fox Lake a few weeks back now. It was a fun tournament. I caught one, actually my biggest, I believe it was probably my biggest largemouth ever. It was probably close to 4.5. Lengthwise, I know for sure it was. Thing is, it was a paper tournament, so we had to. Well, I guess I could have kept mine weighted for big bass, but I think my partner had me beat with a 19 3/4. But next time I catch one like that, I'll go ahead and keep it weighed. That lake, you can only keep one over 19 inches, so that's the reason when we have tournaments out there, we have to do paper tournaments where if it's under the 19-inch length, we have to write them down. Personally, I'm not a fan of paper tournaments. You know, I know none of the big tours usually do them. The closest one that does anything like that is Major League Fishing, and they basically weigh the fish right there and put them back. They have a whole different type of system anyway. I mean, it's fun to watch. They have a whole different system than, say, like BASS or FLW. But it's worth checking out. But getting back to the tournament on Fox, it was definitely, I was surprised that it was closer to pre-spawn, or more like spawning in some cases. A lot of the fish we caught, their tails were already roughed up, so they've already made their beds. I was really surprised at the water temperature. We found 65-degree water temperature, and at that time, we only had about, I would say, maybe a week of really warm weather. So I was really surprised that the lake was as warm as it was. One thing that I learned on that tournament: don't be afraid to have some really oddball colors with you. I mean, they still want to make sense to the water clarity, but don't be afraid of having some oddball colors with you. I think the thing is, the fish, I guess, maybe because they haven't seen a lot of it, and I always have a few, oddball colors with me of, some of my, especially my soft plastics, from now on, because I definitely learned that. And another key, I think, was really long casts, because that water on Fox, I guess it wasn't the clearest that it could potentially be, but it was definitely pretty clear. And if those fish saw you, forget about it. They get spooked real easy. So that's a few things about fishing Fox. Like I said again, don't be afraid to try some oddball colors. Again, everything still, you want to make sense to the water clarity and light conditions that you have. That's I know for me, to me that's very important. Now, talking about the weekend in Lacrosse for FLW. Again, anytime you get a chance to talk to those guys and meet those guys, it's always cool. I even had a chance to meet Jimmy Houston. He actually made the top 20 cut to fish Saturday. Unfortunately, he didn't quite make the cut for Sunday, but he was there on Saturday on Sunday, and had a chance to get a picture with him and talk to him for a few minutes. He's quite the character. Like I said, Brian Schmidt ended up winning it. You've seen on the video to start the episode that he won it. He was talking after the clip I put up here. He actually won on a swim jig, which swim jigs are really popular. I don't know about all over the north, but definitely in Wisconsin, swim jigs are very popular. I don't remember if he said what color he was using, but it was on a swim jig, and I should say that I know that I've had success on swim jigs on the river in the past myself. So that's something to definitely try if you get a chance to fish a Lacrosse pool or on Alaska pool, or even probably go all the way down to Cassville, Pool 11, or even some of the pools down in Illinois I used to fish with my old club. Pool 11 or Pool 12, Pool 13. Those swim jigs are definitely worth a try. And with that being said, that will wrap this segment up. We'll be going on to the Frugal Muse Spotlight Bait. Welcome back, everyone. On this episode's Frugal Muse Spotlight bait, we're going to discuss a newer bait within the last 10 years. It's called the Chatterbait. This is a Chatterbait. Some basics. There's a... I let you run it your line through and tie it right here. You got basically a blade, and you have a jig head. So basically, I would consider this kind of a go-between between a spinnerbait and a swim jig. One of the main things about this bait is this lip in front, or blade, whatever you want to call it. When you're retrieving it, it creates a lot of vibration. It's a great bait for when you need more vibration than even a spinnerbait can give to you. There's a variety of colors. More in clear water, I would suggest more natural colors, like your whites. If you're not trying to imitate a bluegill, more of a bluegill color. This is, I think they consider this kind of more of a frog color with the little dots on it. But you can, and on this you can put a trailer hook just like you would spinnerbait, or put a chunk, or swim bait, something to give the bait even bigger profile when it needs a bigger profile. You can actually retrieve this in a lot of the same ways that you can a spinnerbait. You can just straight retrieve it. You can hop it up and down. Just basically pull it, let it sink, pull it, let it sink. You can be real erratic with it. Just swim along, just give it a little extra speed to kind of try to give it way to give it more of a reaction bite out of it. Bait is just real versatile. It comes through weeds better than what you'd expect, but if it's super weed choked, I probably would not use this. This is something, if it is weedy, if you can swim it like above the weeds, and give it if you get stuck, just give your rod a little like that. Just basically slap your rod to get it out of there, get the weeds off. So I mean, this is I've caught some good fish on this bait. I really suggest you give it a try, so yeah, I would get the original Chatterbait. Several companies make their own version of this. This is one I would definitely get the actual, I think it's Z-Man that makes the original Chatterbait. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, but that's what I've mostly used, and I've had some pretty good luck with it. And this has been this episode's Frugal Muse Spotlight Bait. That'll be it for today's episode. I hope what we've talked about today will help you be a better angler. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Frugal Muse Books. You mentioned Co-Angler's Corner at checkout, and you'll get a 10% discount. And also, too, if you'd like to make money while helping people change their lives and feed starving kids in America, feel free to email me at olsonhometheater@gmail.com, and I'll personally respond with information. Take care, and wish you luck from the back of the boat this season.